As much as I enjoyed Google's Nexus 7 last year, I really became an iPad mini proponent, but Google and Asus are back with the Nexus 7 Mark II, and I am really impressed with it. It runs on the latest operating system from Android, Jelly Bean, which is fun to say. Super fast and super slick, and it's got 1080p screen on it.
And it's 7.2 inches, which is a curious size.
Yeah. Why? Why do you say that?
Because
But I love that it's a 16:9 screen, and one of my favorite things is look at how easily I can hold it in one hand.
You have huge
No,
hands.
I have.
They're huge.
Well, they are pretty large, and you know what that means. But no, but I'm able to hold it in one hand very comfortably, and the iPad mini is a little bit of a stretch.
Listen,
you can do it.
I have fallen in love with my iPad
It's
mini,
an
and I
amazing
know
machine, yeah.
I know it's got problems, but it is my go-to device for Netflix. That's mostly what it's for.
I know. Well, Netflix is
On this,
incredible.
and you know what I like about this? You know, we took a look at some of the apps on this, including the Comixology app. All the comics look beautiful on it.
Yes, they do.
But I love how just fine-tuned everything looks. Like it has a crispness to the whole operation. All the icons feel like they're a little bit smaller. It doesn't have that sort of quality of the iPad mini, you know? Like this feels so smooth. It's just like, it's like the Han Solo of tablets.
Yeah, and honestly,
the iPad mini is like the Luke Skywalker.
Well, and the iPad mini, when you look at, I mean, it's an amazing tablet. I think it's still the one that I have the most use out of, but it's more expensive. It's almost twice as expensive as
that's
this
the big draw here. Is this thing is completely reasonable, but again, just like all of the Android devices, there is some rolling up of the sleeves that needs to be done. There is some customization that needs to be done, and you're going to have to work to sort of keep this thing from getting bogged down the way that your Nexus 7 from last year did.
Yeah, I mean, Google does a pretty amazing job at locking the thing down and you know, telling you don't download stuff unless you get it from the Google Play Store. But the wonder of Android is just how open it is, you know, and that's pretty cool. You can customize it, you can root it, you can make it any kind of device that you can think of. You can make it Tony Stark's workbench if you want to. I really dig that freedom. I like monkeying around with this thing and throwing a whole bunch of different apps at it and seeing what kinds of cool things that you can do with this device. It doesn't have the expandable memory options that a lot of Android devices have. You're locked in at 16 or 32 gigs, but that's still quite a bit of storage. And really, the whole Google interface is all about saving everything to the cloud and being constantly online. But it does suffer when you don't have, you know, online connection. You can't get to all of the stuff that you want this thing to be able to do.
Look at this, Jelly Bean. This is like a black mirror. You look into that thing, it's like looking into your soul.
I would prefer that you don't call me Jelly Bean, just the operating system.
Look how handsome we are.
You're pretty good. Look at that hair.
So the Nexus 7 Mark II, Victor Lucas, weigh in with a score, please.
Excellent tablet, 9 from me. What are you giving it?
Cannot argue with the price here. Gets an 8 from me.